Most people start these stories with their best foot forward. $1 million mansion, private jet, cute girls in the back. Everything is good. And they tell you, yeah, man, I finally made it. And this is how I did it. And it's all inspiring and motivational. And you go, yeah, I can't wait to get there too. Then they're like, and this is my $3,000 course if you want to get it too. Or this is my $50 course. It's a monthly subscription. But I want to do things a little differently. This day, today, December the 20th, is probably the worst I've ever been financially in my entire life. December 20th, 2025. And I want to tell you my story because it's not just a story of me. It will also help you learn the story of you. Because the little decisions that you make in life have consequences. And there's a voice in the back of your head that keeps telling you, hey man, do this. Hey man, follow your passion. Hey man, you know you really want to be XYZ, right? So why are you doing that? And the more you put that little voice away, I promise you, your life will probably end up looking a little bit like mine. So how did we end up here? $14,000 in debt with my apartment, $10,000 in debt for a college loan, a car that is stuck in the parking ramp, and no internet because there was a huge fire in my apartment building at the beginning of December. How did we end up here? It was not fast. It was extremely slow and gradual, and it squeezed me. Almost crushed me. But the only reason I'm even still here in the first place is for one person only, and that's God. Seriously, the only reason I'm still here, literally the only reason I'm still in this apartment right now is because I work my ass off and I have God on my side. I know people that were here that owed rent for like a month or 2 months and they got evicted. Know what I mean? Like, it's not a coincidence that I'm still here. But before I get into all of this, let's go back to the beginning. When I was 3 years old, I found a passion for drawing. And I would draw and be obsessed with drawing, becoming extremely obsessed with it through my later elementary school years and middle school. Now, in 8th grade, I was not too happy. Life was just not fun. I was starting to, I was a teenager going through that time of my life, and I needed an escape. Drawing was not doing it for me anymore. So I bought a laptop with my first job, and I started playing video games and editing those videos. It was fun, and I became extremely obsessed with it. And over the course of just a few years, I got really good at editing videos. Now it's probably my highest skill, with sales being under that. My mom didn't like the fact that I was on the computer so much. She thought all I did was game, and it was a big problem in the household. My dad wasn't in the picture because he wasn't, and it wasn't fun. So I wanted an escape, and I had a psychiatrist at the time, and she was like, bruh, you gotta get away from home. You need time away. So I was like, you know what? I do want to get away from home. And it's not her fault, I'm saying. Like, I completely agree with her. Like, I wanted to be away from home. So I went to college. That was my only motivation to go to college, just to not be at home. And in college, I completely wasted my years there. Like there was one or two Z's classes that I enjoyed, but for the most part, I just didn't give a shit. And I was reveling in my newfound freedom by just gaming all day and being a bad boy. Didn't give a fuck. Got on academic probation, took a year off college, worked, decided to try again. Didn't improve much, not enough to make it back, so I gave it up. After college, went back home, lived with my mom, worked my ass off, was out of the house by the end of 6 months. And I started living in this very apartment building, this very apartment. And that was really where it began. So I found a part-time job getting paid $8 an hour. And in that job, I would think about what projects I wanted to do. And I would also work on my speaking skills, like talking to people. I would work on my ability to build relationships and make friends and have human interactions. And it was fun for me because that was a really poor skill of mine. And it's the main reason why I'm in sales right now is because talking to other people and working on being as authentic as I can and understanding people it's fun. I like the language of being a person. I would go to work, I'd come back home and just do fuck all, play video games, not do shit. I didn't have a dream of like some grandeur thing that I wanted. I was just comfortable where I was at. And that went on for like 2 years, and then COVID happened. So I was just here. It was the best time in the world for me, G. COVID, I had an excuse to just be me. Lazy as fuck, playing video games all day, happy. I couldn't ask for a better life.
Oh, one beep. Let's go, brother. Let's get it.
Now I can sleep in peace. I couldn't ask for a better life. And then once COVID was done, I ended up leaving my restaurant job and I started working at the DMV. And around that time, a girl broke up with me pretty severely. So I started looking internally, like, it's not her fault, It's not her, it's me. So I gotta figure out something about myself. I gotta learn about myself. I gotta become a better person. So I started reflecting and trying to get better. Found Jordan Peterson, self-development, Mark Manson. Like I was getting into that realm. As I began to clean my life up, my life was also beginning to clean me. I don't know if you've ever listened or read the book Transurfing Reality, but the concept is very simple. Life is a sort of mystical, I'm not getting into woo-woo shit here. Well, it's gonna sound woo-woo, but life is sort of like a mystical little bar, okay? When you go to the bar, you just start eating. There's no food to see, okay? You have to pretend you're eating. And then life, the mysterious bartender, will already be able to know what it is that you desire. So if you thought you were eating pasta, all right, pretend you have a fork. And then all of a sudden, life will fade that pasta and a fork into your hand. That's how life works. And for the longest time, all I really ever desired was to be left alone. I just wanted to be comfortable, unbothered, playing my video games, making my little AMV videos, chilling. But a part of me also wanted to create more as an editor. I wanted to work for somebody as a video editor, but I didn't know how to make that reality for myself. I thought I could just play all these video games or like record animes and create AMVs, and that would be good enough for my portfolio. And it probably would have been if I really, no, not probably. It definitely would have been if I was consistent at it. If I attacked it with the hunger like I really wanted it, it would have happened. and I had the skill to make it happen. But I didn't do it. I just did it whenever I felt like it. So I wasn't really eating, you know. I was changing the course I was eating too often. I was changing the course I was eating too often. And life didn't really know what to give me. It gave me what I wanted, but in small, mediocre, unfulfilling amounts. And slowly but surely, my life started to reflect my mediocre discipline and habits. I didn't really achieve anything. And I got to a point where finances were starting to take a toll. After COVID, it took me a while to get a job. The job at the DMV, my dad hits me up and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" I was like, "What the fuck? I haven't seen you in 20 years. He's like, "Well, I'm reaching out to you because my mom died." Not my mom, his mom. I'm reaching out to you because my mom died. She'd always wished that she could see both you and I together. And I was like, "Bro, why are you trying to use your dead mom as a way to get to me? Is that what you're doing right now?" He's like, "Yeah." So because he was honest, I went, chilled with him, and he turned out to be a really cool guy. And my dad and I, we really connected just like that, you know? And this was all because I was starting to clean my life up. Like everything that was unresolved in my life, when it came to my family, when it came to the people I knew and have met, those things began to resolve themselves because I was showing life that I wanted to be in alignment. Like 4 months after, I started working at a print shop, and I became very miserable there. I was feeling like myself, you know what I mean? And I worked there for like 7 months, around like 6 to 7 months, something like that. So before things got too bad, I went full on in that full self-development mode, and I read like 40 audiobooks in like 2 months. And I began to grow the confidence in life to believe that I had the ability to really change my life. And so I wanted God to prove himself to me. And I decided to take a chance. I quit my job. And literally that same day, my dad hits me up. And he's like, "Bro, do you have your passport? Because you and I, we said we were going to go to Morocco together." I was like, "No, my passport's still not here." He's like, "Man, your great uncle's passport just expired, bro." And I'm really stumped. Like, I need somebody to take care of the guy because I'm going to be out of here. And I need help. And he was like, "You know anything I can do to take care of him?" I was like, "No, I don't know where you can or who you can put him with, but when are you leaving?" And he's like, "I'm leaving in 2 weeks." Perfect timing, because my last day was in 2 weeks. So I went to Washington, D.C., and I lived with my great uncle, and that was when things began to shift, dude. My old perspective of the world, even though I believed in God, I didn't know how much power he could have in my life. You know what I mean? Bro, imagine you tell yourself, "I'm gonna go to sleep tonight, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna meet somebody named Michael." And then 2 days later, you're at a park just minding your own business, and some OG try to talk to you. You brush him aside, and you see him walking. He gets all the way to the end of the park, and he pulls out like a green, just fat Bible, and you see him just reading it on the log. Well, that was me, and I want to go. I was like, "Hey, before I leave this park, I'm at least going to say goodbye to him," because he tried to talk to me. I was going to say goodbye, and this dude just says something. I don't know what he says, but all of a sudden, we're sitting on a log together. He's talking Bible logic. I'm talking all that weird woo-woo law of attraction shit I was learning. But I had some Bible quotes in there too. And we sat there for like 2 hours and 30 minutes to damn near 3 hours. And I'm like, whoa, this dude's pretty cool. And he tells me another crazy story about his favorite archangel named Michael. At this point, it was way too coincidental. So I had to ask him, man, like, dude, we've been talking for damn near 3 hours now. And I still haven't bothered to ask you your name. Like, what's your name, man? He goes, man, you still don't know by now? It's fucking Michael. Like, how often do you have experiences like that? Where you're thinking about somebody and they send you a text. How often do you have experiences like that? Where you really want to see somebody, or you really want to have a certain experience, or you've been dreaming of going somewhere, and spontaneously life just comes and takes you there. Like, how often do you have that experience? Think back on it, bro. Because I remember very vividly being in elementary school and being like, I want to go on a field trip. And then the very next day, guys, we're going to the museum tomorrow. I remember being back in Ghana when I was young. I was 7 years old in the boarding school. Actually, 8. I was 8 years old in a boarding school. I remember every night just thinking, oh, my sister's in America. I'd like to go to America and see her. I remember thinking that. And then all of a sudden, summer vacation comes and my mom's like, yeah, we're going to the U.S. Like, how often do you guys have experiences like that? It's not coincidence. Life is a mirror. And if you really want something, you have to hold that pose, bruh. If you want to be eating pasta, you have to pretend you're eating pasta the entire time. The moment you start thinking you're eating water with a fork, your pasta is slowly going to turn into water. And you're going to be eating that shit with a fork, bro. Like, I don't know if you ever had a lucid dream before, but life is all about intention. Like, if you want to fly in a lucid dream, it's all about intention. You know what I mean? You just hold that pose like, I'm flying, and all of a sudden you start flying in your lucid dream. That's what life is. It's about intention. You have to walk like you already have it. So after the Michael situation, that puts me at 3 years ago in the past. 2022, April, I get back from my dad's place, and I made a promise to myself that come hell or high water, I was going to figure this shit out.
Alright, I already know some dumbass is going to question me in the future. So, let me show y'all the situation. Check it out, y'all. It's the fucking last meal, baby. Alright, so there we got the tomato sauce with some sausages. It's more like the second to last meal. There we got millet, because I ran out of rice. Some sticks of butter. Fucking onion peel. We got the schmuckers running out. Let's go.
I told God, listen, man, I don't want to work a regular 9-to-5 job anymore. I want something that fulfills me. Or at the very least, I just want to play for a living. So I spent time just trying to even learn general things about business, because that's not, I never thought about those things, man. I never thought about business. I never thought about effort, putting in work. all the work I ever put in life till that point was just fun. It wasn't work for me. I drew, I was obsessive, you know? But I finally reached a point where I actually wanted something. And that's when it started to feel like work. And I had to get out of that, but that would take me some time. And simply told, I'm glad I went through everything I went through over the last 3 years because I needed to go through those things. I didn't even know. So I needed to understand, and that's why I had to go through it. I had to learn how to market. I had to learn how to build a brand, how to promote myself. I had to learn how a business works. I had to learn all these things. My dad's calling me. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Yo, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself? Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm glad you're doing the video stuff. I think it came at the right time because like when you and I first talked, you know, like that's what you really wanted to do. And I understand that the stuff with the government is also very important to you. But when you do this stuff, money won't be a problem for you anymore and you can put more time into the government stuff. And that's actually weirdly where I'm at too, because this whole time I've been trying to find jobs that would give me more money, you know? I wanted to get high paying jobs so that I can make more time for myself. But
Yeah.
weirdly enough, like I went downstairs today to work, right? And I was just sitting there because I'm in a position right now where I get paid once a month. I didn't even get last month's payment, so I don't even know if I can trust my current job anymore, you know? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, like what can I do to make more money? That's where my brain went. I was like, what can I do to make more money? And then my brain was like, oh, I remember seeing this guy on Instagram that was teaching people how to wholesale and it's all completely free. How about we learn that, you know? And then I sat down and I thought about it and I was like, man, how long have I been in this loop before? Because this whole time, all these things I've been trying to do for money, I've just been doing them just so I can make time for myself to edit videos. That was it. I just wanted to make money so that I could edit videos. And I have a very important video. Actually, I have two very important videos that I keep sacrificing because I need money. And, well, I needed money. So I would like... I would go to work and then by the time I get home, I'm like too tired to even make more money. Yeah, exactly. Too tired to even work on the video. So
It's a vicious circle, you know.
yeah, and
Sometimes.
it's a stupid circle. Like I thought about it. Like I had my Bible right by me when I sat down. And I had it with me, and I was like, you know what? Like, what's the right decision here? Because the only reason I'm in this whole situation, the only reason I'm here is because I keep not doing what God knows I should be doing. Like, I already know what the answer is. I already know that I need to make videos. That's what I love doing, you know? And I don't want to make videos for other people. I want to make videos for myself. And I don't know how to make money with that. And I have no idea how to, but I tried every other way to make money, you know? And the only way I make money is like when I do something where it's like a job that gives me like a job that is essentially like a regular job, you know? That's been like the only way to like for me to that I have made money so far. I haven't made a single dime doing anything I found on the internet yet, you know? And the only time I made money on the internet was when I was making videos and I was selling my project files because people really thought I was a really good editor. So they wanted to buy it because they learn from it. So I was sitting down there. I was gonna go and do this course, and I just looked at it and I was like, dude, this is stupid. This is so stupid. Like, I don't need to do this. I already know what I need to do. Let me just go. And that's what I'm working on right now. And actually, you're probably gonna be a part of the video because I was talking about how coincidental it is when you start talking about somebody or thinking about somebody and they randomly call you, you know? And like 2 minutes later, you're calling me after I talked about you, you know? So,
Yeah, that's it has a name, but yeah, that's
synchronicity.
exactly that's the way it's gonna work. Because when you're on that kind of synchronicity, they call it, right?
Yeah.
Then then it's something has to work.
Yeah.
Well, to tell you the truth, I figured out I can even put my painting on like automatic mode. Like, yeah, it's like you do like 2 or 4 or 5 lives, and people know who you are. And what you do is the printing on demand, stuff like that. And you don't need to kill yourself anymore. All you
Exactly.
do is like what you really want to do, which is like you have sometimes to paint something
Yeah.
and put it and sell it.
Yeah. I think the real way to make money is to do what you love first. And then if you want to, because what you love is the stuff that you already got good at, you know?
And
So,
you mentioned the Bible, right?
yeah.
I can't remember what part, but there is a part about talent, about what God already gave you to kind of multiply.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. The one where you give
See
like
that?
the different amount of talents to like the 3 guys, right?
He give more point to the one who multiply the talent he already had.
Yeah.
He give him more.
Yeah.
You don't have the talent and go and hide it.
Oh, shoot,
He
I
was
completely forgot about that.
He was like, at least go to the bank. It's gonna, use it somehow.
Yeah.
Multiply. So you already have the talent. You need to know what kind of talent God gave you when you were born. You have it. You already have something. You need to figure out that thing and use it.
I feel so like stupid, man, because it's like I had to wait till it got really, really hard to finally see it. You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you that too. Good. That's a good one. You know, in life, we always, feel like we are strong. We can do things, but on our own.
Yeah.
And God is like in the hiding, waiting for you. Like you don't know. I'm the one who will, cover you with what me I want. So he let you do whatever I want until you figure out you are naked completely. You see what?
Yeah.
And then he start covering you, because you have to go back to him and say, "Hey, Daddy, I cannot anymore. Give me the last." And
Yeah.
then he works. But if you don't figure out, you're like, okay, I'm the man, I can do this shit by myself. He let you do it until you figure out, hey, man, I'm not going anywhere. I have to come back to you. And once you're in his mode, everything is like simple. It comes like by itself.
It took me 3 tries to figure it out.
Let me tell you that good one, though. Stuff like that. I put everything in my fridge. I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't pay, but you can eat. See what I mean? I'm like, oh, look, I think so. it's a good moment to figure out what you're going to do, what you really want to do for next year.
Yeah.
Because I can see the change coming. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I won't just about my place, but because of this place where I am now, I can do bunch of things. So it's not like I'm in a bad shape, but it's like I'm kind of mutating right now, like changing my whole skin,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's
Yeah, so
basically what
that's
it's like here for me too. And I think it's weird because it I had like 3, maybe 4 chances to see this, you know? The first
mhm,
chance I had was when I moved into this apartment. Um, I I saved up 6 months of money, but I didn't when I was in that state, I didn't even know that I could just do it. I was not
mhm.
trying to build anything and I didn't have a vision. And so things broke down on me. And after they broke down, the second chance I had was during COVID. When COVID started happening, I started to get a little bit more creative, but I still didn't have the vision. Like I knew I wanted to be an editor, but I was relying on other people. So I was like, let me build a good enough portfolio to have somebody hire me. I didn't have the mindset of, oh, I could just do this on my own for myself. So it broke down on me again. And then the third time I tried to do it was after I came and I saw you and with great uncle back when he was 94. Like when I came and I saw you and like that whole thing with Michael happened and I got back. Like when I got back in the beginning, I was just trying to learn about business and I finally learned that I could do it for myself. So I started to want to learn how to build brands, but instead of doing the branding for myself, I was trying to do the branding for other people. So it broke down on me again. And
Yeah.
this last time that I tried, I'm basically in it right now. So I finally understood that I could build a brand for myself, and I finally understood that I could just do it. It's like a meditation. Like it's really a form of prayer when you're doing the work. And it's not like on the outside it looks like you're just working, but on the inside it's like you're having a communion with God. Like you're doing what
Because
he's.
that's what you want you to do. You feel like a peace in a peace. I can say.
Yeah.
In, you can feel it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like a silky well, for me that's what it feels like. For me it feels like you ever watch anime and like you see those characters with like those aura around them.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so for me it feels like I'm wearing a robe, kind of like Jesus's robe, you know?
Mhm.
But my robe is like made of fire and the fire feels like silk and it's not hot to the touch. It's kind of cool. Like every time I get in that feeling, I always feel like that. Like every time I know I'm doing the right thing, every time I'm like not worried about life, I always feel like I have like this protective garment, but I don't feel like I'm the outside of it. I feel like I'm on the inside of it, and then on the outside of me is something much bigger than I can imagine. Like that's always how I've felt. And
I see.
yeah, it's weird because I sat down a few months ago and
Yeah,
everything.
it's a feeling you cannot really express. You
Yeah,
see what I mean? You can just feel.
you
You
can
cannot
exactly.
you cannot express it. No one will really understand until it
Until
came
they
to
feel
that
it,
stage.
right? Yeah.
That it's a feeling.
So I
Well,
I sat down a few months ago.
keep talking about feeling.
Yeah, what's up?
They always say something about the seven sky, right? Did you ever hear that?
The seventh.
Like that seven sky is like the highest you can go
No.
on your feeling, on your feelings. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about
So,
like, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
so
Hmm.
I'm in the mood for resting right now. Even though I'm broke,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, yeah, this is the time where I can do whatever I want. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I mean, as long as
So,
by doing whatever
man,
you want, you don't mean you're just in your bed, do you? Like you're drawing and stuff and you're creating.
you creating, you actually, yeah, you're productive.
Yeah.
You creating everything you want. You can touch. You have something out of it. You know,
Hmm.
you can create whatever you want. I can write my book now. I have so much I can just touch and I
Yeah.
get it done. But you need to go and do it.
You have
You
to.
can't be. You have to lift yourself up and say, okay, I'm doing this today, and I figure out whatever I want to do, I get it done. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it done. Feel good though. Oh wow.
So this last time, like I told you about the last three times that he tried to show it to me. Well, this last time, I sat around and I was thinking about all the things I would like. Let's say I was 90 years old, and I'm on the hospital bed. It's my deathbed, and doctor says I have less than 24 hours to live. I was thinking about if I was really in that situation, what I would what I would regret not having done with my life. And I was thinking about playing music. Like I really want to be able to make music on my own for myself. So like playing the guitar, singing, playing the piano. Those are three things that I want to be able to do pretty good. I thought about drawing. Like I want to be really good at drawing. And then the last thing was editing videos. So those are like the three main things for me that I care about, that I would regret if I wasn't able to do with my life. Excuse me, the five main things.
You can do all of that.
I
Right?
know I can, but those are like,
Yeah, you have just to pull it up from wherever it's hiding in yourself, right?
it's not
You have
hiding
to.
anywhere. It's just I have to do it. The thing
Yeah.
is, you're
When you
missing the point
start,
of what I'm saying because you're not like I can tell you're not understanding where I'm going. Um, I understand those are the things that I need to do with my life to be happy. So what I learned from that is like, okay, if I want to feel good in life, I need to do at least one of those things every single day. And it was weird because the moment I knew the things I would regret not doing if I die, like opportunities started showing up for me to be able to do them better. Or like, let's say somebody came to me with like a project, I would find a way to put one of those five things into the project so that I can keep getting better. And
and see what. Hmm.
and yeah, it's like I met a woman and she wanted me like we really kicked it off, and like her family is fantastic, but her husband has a barber shop, and she invited me. She said anytime I wanted to, I could go over to the barber shop and make videos, or do something creative. And I was like, oh, cool, thank you. So the next week or 2 weeks later, I went to the barber shop and I recorded a video talking to all the employees there. And after I was done with the video, when I looked at it, I was like, man, the best thing I can make with this video is to talk about mastery, like getting good at things. But I wanted to make the video even bigger than that because they were in like a historical place, and that was like where I was gonna take the video. But for some reason, instead of working on the video, like I would go to work, do my regular 9 to 5, and then when I got home, I wouldn't work on the video. Like I would work on trying to make more money. You know what I mean? And
you're procrastinating, right?
yeah, I was really procrastinating. Like I just wanted more money because I knew the situation I was in. Like I owe rent. I wanted to buy a car. I wanted to make sure my money situation was right. So I didn't even feel like I had time for the video, and I was taking my time with it. Like I have a group of friends in a community that makes lots of videos, and they pushed me to make the video by December 25th. But I procrastinated on that video for like 3 months now. Like today is when I finally touched that video in all that time. You know what I mean? And I know the video is not going to be the quality I want it to be, so I've decided to go with a more, I'll say, podcast kind of view where we're not focused on how good I can edit, but we're focused on what you're learning, So I turned it from being a video into like a life lesson in like 2 hours. You know what I mean? And the people that it makes sense for, they'll watch the video, and the people that it doesn't make sense for, they'll just go do whatever they want. But yeah, it was really random. Well, not random. It was really cool that you called because you showed up at like a perfect time, and I was able to capture some of the stuff you said for the video. I think it will help out a lot.
Okay, let me see that video when you're done.
Yeah. This is almost like a form of inception. I'm recording this video and I'm editing it at the same time. It's like living within, I feel like I'm genuinely living within what you're watching right now because I'm recording it as well as I'm editing it. And, the experience with my father just now, it's all tied in, and it's an amazing thing. Before we go in, I want you guys to, I'm glad you got the idea. I'm glad you got to see how we came to this position. And here's what I really want you to take away from it. The first thing is your life is completely in your control. But the most important thing is to know where you want it to go. See, I had no big plan. My biggest plan when I first moved out was just to move out. I wasn't planning to make anything big. I just wanted to secure a position editing videos for some random company, and I just wanted to get better at editing videos, but it was really hard for me to get that job, and that's okay. If you want something, I'd 100% recommend the exercise to find what your pillars are. I know what mine are. I know what the 5 things in life that I need to attack every single day in order to feel whole. For you, that's going to be completely different. And the best way to find that is to ask yourself, once you're on your deathbed, you ain't got long. What are the things that you would have regret not being able to accomplish with your life? If you're able to find that, you're set. You have pillars. Once you have your pillars, those are your guiding lights. Your pillars are going to help you know what to do every single day so that you don't even have to think anymore. You'll just end up where you want to be. Obviously, the quality of the degree you get it in is with the amount of effort you put in, but you will get it. And the next thing on top of that is the ordering principle of this world. If you're not religious, you can just call it order. I keep hitting this thing. If you're not religious, you can just call it order. Okay? But if you're religious, if you're spiritual, we call it God. And God is the one invisible substance that connects everything in this world. It's love. If you want to start living a life where some way, somehow, it always feels like you're protected, and it feels as if you're being guided and pulled out of harm's way into a better future. If you want to start living with this principle so that you're in more control of it, the biggest thing I've found to help me is order. Now, I've been very busy focusing on wealth, but that changes today. Literally, I went downstairs today to work, and I realized I was about to start the loop all over again. And I know for a fact if I started that loop, I'd be homeless. So I'm changing that. The first part is order. Now, if you look at my room, you can see how messy it is. It's extremely messy. And it's this messy because all my energy and attention is going towards making money. All my attention every single day for the past, I don't remember how long, is I literally wake up, I go downstairs, and I just work all day long. Now, I've started to change that. So, I'm cleaning stuff up, okay? For example, this little closet. I cleaned this 2 weeks ago. I made it fairly orderly. And obviously, because I haven't been taking care of my whole property, things are out of order. So this is the first thing I need to fix. Excuse me. This is the first thing I need to fix in order to get my life where I want it to be. The next thing you need to fix on top of that are all the little tasks that you haven't been tackling. The stuff in the back of your mind that you know, I want to work on this, but I haven't, or I feel like I don't have the time. You need to get those things off your plate. And for me, that's this video for this barbershop. I've been thinking for a long time, how can I, because when I recorded the video, I was very disappointed with the quality, okay? I was disappointed with how shaky my hands were. I was nervous. And I figured if I made the video bigger than it was, I could use my editing skills to hide my mistakes. And that was my plan. But I put all my time into sales instead of this. And I'm changing that. I want this video to be off the board because, well, those are really good people, you know? And if this video, the one you're watching right now, becomes big, I want them to have some credit too because they really pulled me out of a shit situation. So the barbershop is Legacy Barbershop. Mariah, I'm glad I got to meet you doing door-to-door sales. And everybody else that you need to know about is in this video. I had no plan when I went in to shoot this video. I want to take you guys on this journey as I visit a barbershop that didn't really know how intertwined it was with my life, you know? It was just a candid moment for them, I believe. But I want you guys to meet some really cool people. If you're in St. Paul, Minnesota, ever visit University Avenue, that Rondo area, these are great people, and I want you to meet them. So, my name is Joseph.Klousse. I am a video editor. I am also known as Joe, the editor. What you're about to watch is not my best work, but at this moment in time, it is my proudest work. I decided to break out of my shell, walk out into public, and record something for no reason. And I think for the longest time, I've been wanting to do something like this, but a part of me was always too scared to want to do it. So, I don't know what this is going to turn into, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you enjoy. See ya. If you ever visit Minnesota and decide to take a visit to our capital, the Twin Cities are two very different cities, and the main strip that connects both of them is University Avenue. This street, this long street, is known for having our state college, and it's even more known and popular for all the storefronts on it. There's a lot of ethnic shops that you won't find anywhere else. There's a lot of history, as well as the art on this street simply feels boundless. So today, as you already know, we're taking a visit to a local barbershop in the Rondo area here. Obviously, there's lots to see, but today we're gonna focus internally into what makes this place special. So, Denzel, how long you been cutting hair, bro?
Man, I started working in a barbershop when I was 13, got my first pair of clippers when I was 11, so going on 20 years now. Been at it for a long time, started in the locker rooms and stuff, cutting all my teammates. Next thing you know, I was setting up shop at the local rec center. Yeah, man, it's been doing this thing ever since. It all started one Christmas. We was what you would call broke. And everybody got one gift. And my gift was a set of clippers. I grew up in a barbershop near a barbershop here in St. Paul. Yeah. So it was a big part of my everyday life. And moving to the suburbs, it was just too far to get back and forth. Barbershops out there wasn't giving us what we was used to, so my mom said, fuck it, just got me some clippers.
Did you feel like you wanted to be a barber too, seeing your parents do it?
Well, no, my parents didn't do it. It's just a local barbershop near where I grew up, and my family was real big on being there. It was up the street from my grandma's house, so it was like family growing up. I didn't know I wanted to be a barber until I realized I could be a barber. Living in the suburbs, being a little nigga from the hood, it was just something to do to make me some money without getting in trouble. You know you still got in trouble. Yep. But it definitely helped keep me out of most of the trouble.
So did you decide to do anything after high school, or did you just go into barber?
Yeah, I went straight into cutting hair. By high school, I had kind of became like a neighborhood name. Yeah. Most of the people around my age were getting cut by me, and I had started dibbling and dabbling with professional athletes a little bit. So the year after high school is when I kind of realized, like, this is what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Allowed me a lot of freedom to still be able to do other things. Got interested in like coaching and stuff like that. Football, a little bit of basketball. So it was something that was going, if I did it the right way, I'd be able to use my time the way I wanted to.
Gotcha.
In the beginning of it all, I was a slave to the barbershop, 12, 14-hour days. Really all I did was just cut hair. And as I started to get a little older and my kids started to come along, I realized I didn't want to be stuck behind the chair forever. So I started working on trying to build a team, and blessed to have some people that share kind of the same vision as me and want to get to a point where, you know, they're able to do what they want to do with it. Barbering is like, you know, it'll treat you how you treat it. If you treat it like a job or like a profession and you want to grow and get better, put in the time, then you get out of it what you put into it.
So now, like, where do you see that vision going? Is it just building the team, or?
Eventually I want to have a barber school. With how long I've been at it and how much I feel like I help out with the industry and people around. Yeah. I feel like there'll never be enough barbers in the world. There's always going to be heads that need to be cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think owning a school will kind of allow me to stay within the realms of the business, but not have to be in the business in a sense.
Okay.
Like cutting hair is something I enjoy. I get to meet a lot of people. Just have conversations throughout the day for the most part. So I feel like as long as I don't have to do this, I'll never get sick of it. Because I think I'll always want to cut hair.
What do you feel like gives you that, I like drawing.
Yeah.
And it's like when I see myself getting a little bit better at drawing, like it kind of makes me want to do it more and more and more.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you get that from hair too?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with, how fashion and styles and stuff change. It's all, the industry's always growing from new tools to techniques. So I just, I'm able to put like a sports or competitive edge to it. Like, I pride myself on being, fully equipped with some of the better tools and, having some more techniques. But I like to always continue to learn because it's always changing. Hold on one second.
Pretty good. So you used to cut his hair in the locker room, high school?
Yeah, in the middle school.
Okay.
While I was cutting hair out of my truck, I'll pull up with a chair, extension cords, run all my clippers and stuff out the window and get to it. That was after they kicked me out of the rec center, told me I was doing too much. Shouts out to Jimmy Lee though.
Alright, so Kenny, man, what got you into barbering, bro?
Getting fired from my job. Yeah, after that I kind of was on like an entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
Ended up, I guess barbering was kind of like one of those long-term things for me.
Gotcha.
Back in like 2015, I first got introduced to barbering itself, just through videos.
Yeah.
So I guess I could say barbering was one of those things that's been instilled in me for a minute.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it until I started doing it.
Gotcha. When you say it's been instilled in you, is it like you saw a lot of people doing it growing up, or?
No, I didn't even see it. That's the thing. I didn't see a lot of people doing it growing up, but I didn't start barbering until later on. I didn't start until 4 years ago. So
yeah,
it took me 6 years to actually start after watching the video.
What do you feel like is the kind of cut that you're really, really good at?
Specifically just high tapers.
High tapers?
Any type of high fade for real. Yeah, that's kind of my stuff.
Do you have other things that you're trying to get better at right now?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of be doing what I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Were you just talking about in the haircut aspect, or are you talking about just
like in mastery, right? I'm talking because obviously you show up every day, you're gonna get better at it.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes you have little goals, I don't know, maybe it'd be dope to be able to see myself get a little bit better at this, And you don't need an answer,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
You don't need an answer.
That kind of stumped me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sure.
Because when you get it, right?
Yeah.
But
it's kind
most
of
of the time, as long as you show up every day, that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
So when I was talking to Denzel, he said that he's basically trying to take this into a place where he can start teaching people how to barber,
Yeah.
What about you? Where do you think you want to take it?
I've never really wanted to be a consistent behind the chair barber.
Okay.
I've kind of wanted to network with my barbering and meet bigger people and kind of get to one of those spaces where I'm more of a priority barber rather than just a barber.
Yeah. So in trying to do that, I guess you're like leveraging social media a lot then, right?
Yeah. Or at least trying.
I was talking to Mariah, like I met her, that's how I learned about Denzel's barbershop and all this. That's why I'm here, because I was doing door-to-door sales.
Yeah.
And she was on my list to sell internet to. Started chopping it up and I was like, oh wow, like these people are real cool, you know?
Yeah.
And she was giving like big props to Ace, because apparently he's like the social media guy here. He's always like posting stuff. So she was like, yeah, once he found out about social media, started like going crazy about it.
Yeah. I mean, social media is definitely one of those things that can fill up your chair quick.
Yeah.
When you attract the audience, you know, that really likes your work, it definitely, you know what I'm saying, benefits your business in a bigger way. You know?
100%.
And the industry changes so much, you know, it's so much in the industry that's different now compared to back then. Like back then it was kind of like those door-to-door sale things, you know, it was more word of mouth, you know, like, oh, where'd you get your hair cut at? You know, now it's a whole different social media world where I can, you know, cut his hair in 30 minutes, post a video, you know, then the whole world can see it, potentially.
The thing I like about it is like now it's so free. Like it doesn't matter what you do. Like anybody can become that guy. You know, like when it's like if it's barber, you can become that guy for being a barber. If it's being an artist, like it doesn't matter. You know. And that's why, like now you don't have to like go to some TV station, be like, hey yo, like you know, have like your press people come record us for one day or something. You know, you can just free advertising.
Exactly, network, exactly. That's kind of one of those things I'm into right now is networking. I've been reaching out to a lot of people, just trying to set a couple of things up.
Yeah, and it's great too because just by cutting hair, you just get to talk to people, you know, just naturally, right? You start asking them questions about their life. It's crazy.
Sometimes people don't even like really even talking, and I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
You know, I don't force people to do something that they're not comfortable with.
So, you have a social media?
Yeah.
Like Instagram or something?
Yeah, I'm on IG and Facebook.
Okay.
IG is KJAYYDA artist.
Hello. Bill, right?
Yep.
I just had to think village. that one was easy. All right, cool.
That's the new one.
So how long have you been cutting hair, Bill?
About 4 years.
4 years? Nice. Did you like know you wanted to be a barber, or did you kind of just like stumble into it?
Yeah, it was like something that was always something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like actually, Fat Man, the owner, or Denzel,
yeah.
He used to be my barber like years ago.
Gotcha.
And I used to ask him questions about it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't the right time for me to start with like barber school. But I think I just got to a point where I was like not really doing anything that felt like I was doing anything.
Yeah.
And I just decided to it's either now or never.
I see. So to start learning, did like Denzel teach you, or were you like doing your own little?
No, I started really learning how to cut in barber school.
Gotcha.
Like I had lined people up and stuff prior to barber school.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually like learn everything about it until I was, well, not everything, because you still learn stuff now, but like all the important stuff I didn't learn until I got to barber school.
Gotcha.
Hey, this is what I'm doing for kids. I'm doing this for the kids.
How long is barber school usually?
It's different like in every state. In Minnesota, it's 1,500 hours that you're required to do.
Okay.
So it's really up to you, like if you can complete it in 9 months, but if you miss days and stuff, you gotta make it up. So like it took me 10 months.
Gotcha. 10 months is still pretty quick though. Like, that means you were dedicated to that. you know?
Yeah, I was like in there full time.
Yeah. So as a barber, is there like a type of cut that really excites you, or is it mainly just the act of cutting?
I like tapers a lot.
Tapers?
More than fades per se, but I do like. I kind of like. I like straight hair a lot because I like being able to use scissors. With like textured hair, you don't use that as much.
Yeah.
So I like both, but I do like. I feel like there's a little bit more to the cut when you're cutting straight hair. Like it's not just all clipper work.
Do you have a dream that's pulling you forward? Because I know when I spoke to Denzel earlier, he said that one of his dreams is he wants to be able to teach more of this. He wants to teach more people how to cut hair. What about you?
So I think I feel pretty similar. I feel pretty similar.
Okay.
I've been able to,
but
that's the crazy thing about
all in all, like I know a lot of barbers, they kind of want to like own their own barbershop. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
I actually want to get out into like my own suite.
Okay.
I think I thrive better alone.
Yeah.
Like, or not necessarily thrive better, but it would just, I can set the tone for each haircut depending on the client.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can control the environment.
Yeah.
So that's like my ultimate goal.
You're more like a specialist, you know? Like people come and they're like, I want Bill. You got your own environment for them. You set like the smells, the colors, the art in the room. That's all it is.
Like I even want to set the option of like setting up like, you know how like when you take an Uber, sometimes you could click like if you want it to be like a silent ride. I want to set that option like as a haircut option.
Yeah.
And I just think like in a suite by myself, that's the only way to really accomplish that, you know?
I see.
I also really want to work more on like social media.
Okay.
And creating more of like a platform on there. Just because I feel like if my ultimate goal is to get out into my own suite, that's the best way to like really get seen. Versus like a barber shop, you drive past, you see it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foot traffic versus being in your own suite. There's not as much.
I was talking to Mariah, Denzel's wife, and she's giving me ideas of like things I could do for people.
Yeah.
Because when I first started doing video stuff, I really just had no idea. I just knew I liked editing videos, but I had no idea like what I really even wanted to do. So I was just letting life guide me, and I tried a whole bunch of things. But what I started to realize was like when I was trying to create stuff with other people, it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to work out. Like sometimes you start like a music video with somebody, you edit for 5 weeks, you're ready to post it, they finally see it for the last time after you set them all the way, like, you know, all the progress videos, right?
Yeah.
And they finally get the final product, then they hit you with, oh, but my crew. And at the beginning, they never said anything about a crew, right? So like little experiences like that kind of took me to a place where I was like, you know what? I just want to see, like, I just want to create for fun, you know? I just want to create stuff I want to make, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to focus too much on like teamwork or anything like that. If there is a team involved, that's fine. It'll just be a collaboration. And she was like, well, if you don't want to be doing things with other people, you can always teach them. And I was like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. I can teach people, like, everything I know.
So like, do you have like a, I guess like a social media platform?
I do have a social
that you've
media.
developed?
Yeah.
And you started like from like zero?
Yeah, my social media, I'm probably not even going to post anything for like 6 months right now because I'm learning how to do a whole bunch of different things that I've never tried before. Like I'm learning how to play the guitar right now.
Okay.
I'm learning how to play the piano, and sing, as well as how to create animations for people, you know?
Okay.
And the reason why I decided to learn all those things is because I've thought about them for a long, long time. And I've just been like, I would really have like some deep regrets if I was like on my deathbed and I didn't know how to do any of these things. So I decided I was going to take a break from social media and learn all these things so that I can start creating the kind of things that I want to make.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm here right now today is because, well, Mariah and we had a great conversation. And I was just like, I just had like this little creative itch because I hadn't made a video like this in a minute. I was like, you know what? Let me show up to the barber shop. Let me shoot some stuff, like chop it up with people, see how they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what the footage looks like, and then I'll try to make something dope out of it. So that's why I'm here today.
I feel like you have a challenging job today. It's like a lot going on today.
It's great though, because I just need the camera running, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'll be able to find like dope little clips here and there. Shoot, I might even be able to come by like next week for like somebody to make a narration or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. It's like I'm just creating. Say that again?
What got you into creating videos?
I used to play a lot of video games growing up.
Okay.
And I used to play this really bad game called S4 League. Think about like
bad,
hardcore.
like in a good way, or like bad, like
Bad as
actually
in
bad.
like bad as in, well, it was the best game in the world.
Okay.
But nobody like, not a lot of people knew about it. So not a lot of people played it. Only like a select, probably like 5,000 people were playing at one time, you know? And since the world didn't know too much about it, what happened was like I would be watching YouTube videos of these people that play like Call of Duty and stuff like that. And they always had like tutorials on how they did things, you know, they always had little montages and stuff, and I was like, yo, that looks dope. I want to try that but for this game. And I started creating a following, and I was also like teaching people how to do like things that not everybody knew how to do in the game. So I started making not just a following, but I was actually making friends like that, you know? And I was like, oh wow, well, this is crazy. And it was all just because I just wanted to record and try editing, you know? Trying to teach
You taught
people.
yourself and everything?
Yeah, YouTube Academy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I learned so much in such a short period of time just from having fun. I didn't look at it like work, you know. I would have days where I stayed up to like 4 a.m. just editing, and it was just fun. So
I have a client actually who he kind of got into like editing his own stuff and doing his own videos and content because he became like a fashion like social media content creator.
Yeah.
And now he's like steering away from that and he's actually doing more like behind the camera and filming people or creating content for other people. So I think I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
That's something I would want to learn too.
Definitely when I got older, I stopped thinking about video editing like this thing I did for fun, and I started thinking about it like something I wanted to turn into a job, you know? And that took all the fun out of it. So I had to go to a place where I was like, wait, why did I even start in the first place? And once I got the answers there, I was like, oh, wait, I did it because it was fun. That's the only reason.
I feel like it loses its appeal. It's kind of like cutting hair. It's like when you come in for a full day, you're doing nothing but like cuts that you don't even like. Like it's not really that fun. Like you know when you have a bunch of clients that are picking things that you know is not really like the best look. It feels the same way. You kind of leave here like you didn't really get to do like what you wanted to do. It doesn't feel like a fulfilling day.
Ace, what got you into cutting hair, bro?
I don't know really. Like I grew up with 6 brothers.
Your brothers?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I grew up cutting their hair, but it was like kind of like small time stuff.
Gotcha.
Never thought about being a barber for real.
Yeah.
Never knew it was a actual thing for real.
Okay. Wait, say that last part again.
Never knew it was like a career choice, like an actual. Never knew it.
Oh, you never knew it? Gotcha.
Yeah, like I just thought barbers were a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you go to the shop here and there,
Yeah.
and barbers are there. A lot of time, your barber would be somebody else who you know in the neighborhood. But worked a lot of odd jobs, and I saw an ad for barber school. And I hit up the ad, went to check in, and sure enough, barber school. That started me on to seeing it as a career. They pretty much educated me and knowing that it could be a career. I just went for it, you know?
So how many years have you been here?
Here, I've been here for about 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, me and the owner, I met the owner fat at the barber school that I ended up getting into. And we just been rocking out.
Yeah.
He ended up opening up a shop and graduated before I did.
Gotcha.
After I got my license, I hit him up, came through just to come check out his shop that he had opened, and he just so happened to have a chair for me.
Yeah.
Started out from there.
I said, nigga, where your clippers?
And I've been here ever since.
Pull back up.
And started from that day here and been here and plan on being here.
You know you out of pocket for coming to get a haircut on back to school day.
Oh, who that?
Well, you laughing because you can't get one too, huh? All right, look.
Yeah, you getting a haircut, ain't you? He getting one? Look at that.
All right, bro. As a barber, like, what gets you the most excited? Like, what kind of haircuts do you feel like you just always want to just jump on those ones?
It's not so much a haircut. It's more so of the client.
More than okay.
It's not the haircuts for me. It's the client. Like say,
All right, nephew, love you, man.
A kid's
No,
cut.
I can grab it. I can go grab it real quick.
Who may have been going to another place to get his hair cut,
My
or
bad.
he's used to getting cut at home, and he's finally in a barbershop. Those are the kind of haircuts that get me excited.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, growing up, we cut each other's hair.
Yeah.
So
I can go grab it
it
real
used to
quick.
be like kind of a special treat going to a barbershop. You feel me? Leah, this way you take me. So, any kid's cut, young teenager, or something like that gets me excited.
Yeah.
More than the cut itself.
Okay.
Being able to reconnect with old friends who come in to check you out for a haircut. You know, the conversations and stuff like that. As far as like haircuts, I would say high taper. No, ball fade.
Ball fade.
Yeah. It's just a classic.
You ever transform somebody's life so much with a haircut that they started crying?
Nah, I ain't never had nothing that crazy. I didn't have people just like hit me up days or weeks after and say like, hey man, this haircut, you know, people really liking it. I'm really getting a lot of compliments from it and stuff like that. Yeah, different stuff like that. But I also am a loctician, so some people might come in and they need a haircut, they need a retwist, they need all of these different things done, and it's like a big old transformation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I find it dope that we are a part of the way people see themselves. You know what I mean? And the way that you see yourself in your imagination is dope being a part of making that come to fruition for people. I find that dope.
I was talking to Mariah, Denzel's wife.
Yeah.
And she said that you are like one of the top guys here when it comes to social media and like using that trade.
Yeah, I find social media fun. I wouldn't say I'm the top guy.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of fun editing videos.
Yeah.
Like post for post, I probably have the most posts, but I don't have the most views. Your boy Kenny down there, I don't know what's with his algorithm, but he gets it. Like, I don't know. But I think marketing is fun.
You said market?
Marketing.
Marketing. Gotcha.
Yeah, editing videos, marketing, like even what you're doing right now is something that's like a secret hobby of mine.
Yeah.
And like I might not have the talent for actually shooting anything, but I feel like I got the talent for like seeing something like that's special, like that's nice, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like so pretty much I'm just a fan of the craft.
Gotcha.
Like shooting videos, photography, all of those different kind of things. Or making videos, TikTok trends, IG trends.
What you on, man?
Mostly all of them is barber based.
Yeah, get hit at the bar shop real
And you
quick.
do it because it's fun, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I was talking to Bill earlier.
The fair real quick.
Like I started editing videos because of
Slide out there
video
real
games.
quick?
I just wanted to
Because of video games?
because of video games. Yeah.
You still play?
That's when I started editing
That's why I'm
videos.
trying to go early.
I used
So
to play
everybody
these
gonna be
games
there.
called S4
Hey,
League.
never get out of that.
Not a lot of people knew about it, but it was such a fun game for me that
I don't want to drive my car. I get in
little things in it I wanted to teach people. So because I wanted to teach people how to do some cool things in the game,
I can drive it though,
I
but
started
it's
recording
fucked
it,
up.
and came to find out, oh wow, like editing this stuff is real fun, you know. So I was doing it because it was fun, and then as I grew up, I was trying to make it a job, and that took the fun out of it for me.
Yeah.
And now I have to learn like to do it for fun again, you know. And that's why I'm here today, because I was talking to Mariah. I was just like, you know, I haven't edited a video in a while. Let me come here, chop it up with you guys, shoot some shots, and just have fun.
What kind of game is that? Is that like on a PC or something?
S4 League?
On a PC or something?
It was on PC.
Okay, I thought so.
Basically, it was like, imagine like parkour meets not football, like rugby. Parkour meets rugby, and you get guns. So like,
So what is it, a battle royale or?
yeah, there's a battle royale mode. This was an old game, bro. Like, but this game was ahead of its time.
But this is what I'm learning. Like PUBG is old in the mud, and we didn't know about it until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like the battle, totally off subject from the shop, but the battle royale genre didn't come. I don't think it became like popular until like that whole pandemic COVID stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now S4 had a battle royale mode in it, but it wasn't like, it's not like the battle royales you see today. Like it's still free for all kind of deal, but the main thing it was known for was its touchdown mode. So basically what touchdown was like is the maps are symmetrical on both sides.
Okay.
And there'd be like a ball in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Now when you take the ball, it drains your stamina points. And stamina points, if you don't have the ball, it goes up, like it replenishes.
Yeah.
But it lets you dodge around, and it lets you run. So the point of the game is, you need to grab this ball. It's going to be draining your stamina points, and you need to go and score in the enemy's goal. Yeah. Now the enemies, they can kill you to take the ball away from you, and that just made the game so fun, bro. Like that thing was addictive. I'd get back from school every single day and play
Yeah. No, I can relate to that. Like playing, what was it, Black Ops 1, Call of Duty?
Yeah.
It had introduced theater mode where you can go in and clip your past games or recent games.
Yeah.
So you would send your little montage to the homies online. I think they're bringing it back too, where it's easier to clip your game.
Yeah.
Now you can do it at the press of a button. So that's actually funny how that led you into what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? And you said that this is like, you're trying to recapture that feeling of like when you first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I'll be
Back then, I used to I stay up to like 4 a.m. just editing, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't care if somebody was gonna see the video or not. What I cared about was like getting better at it. Like, oh, I have this idea in my head. Yeah. I really wanna try and create it, you know? And I just stand there with clips, just going frame by frame, trying to make it like how I want it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, that's hard. So I could identify with that also. Like at a point in time, I wanted to get good at cutting hair. That was my only focus.
Yeah.
It was to the point where even when people wanted to pay me for haircuts, I would still take a haircut for free just to get a rep up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or I was more like, if somebody hit me up and they just didn't have it,
you were
like, I
obsessed
got you,
with
bro.
it.
Like, like y'all don't understand that. Like, I actually like doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people might try to take advantage of that, but you know, it is what it is. Some people like respect your passion, respect your craft. Like I always say, like no matter where I end up, I'm gonna still cut some hair. It's something that's like therapeutic about it for me. You know what I mean? It really is. And it just, I think what's therapeutic about it is like starting something, and I think you can relate to this also. Like starting something and watching it finish. Like I know for a fact when I start, like if I came in with if a client came in with a mess, I know by the time he leaves, I'll rectify that. I'll fix that issue. And in turn, when I go home, it helps me fix an issue that maybe I didn't have the answer to earlier that day. Yeah. But catching a win sometimes throughout the day is always good for anybody.
What you're talking about is like how I listen to music. When I'm listening to music, especially like if the song goes hard as hell, like I'm already like picturing like scenes in my head about let's try to that you know what I mean? Like I get exactly what you mean.
That's hard.
So like how your hair is a canvas, like for me it's like music. I'm always like just listening, just like oh wow. I'm getting dope ideas from this.
What's your preferred genre of music?
My preferred genre.
Or your favorite genre, I would say.
Man, he said he caught a good deal on it.
What genre?
It's a mix between, I love rap. It's a mix between rap and like, I don't even know what the hell to call that shit. Hold on, let me see if I can. You could say like almost like heavy metal, like kind of like punk rockish, you know. Like I love like ambient like guitar sounds.
Okay.
So it's a mix between rap and that for me. Because what I really care about isn't just like lyrics that are spoken, but it's also like the actual sound, like the melodies and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really what pulls me. Like I can listen to a song with like the worst lyrics in the world, but like bro, I'm telling you, like when the instrumentals go crazy, like that's what I pay attention to the most in music.
Yeah.
So I'm always listening for like rhythm, melodies.
I'm the same way.
Pulls me.
Like as of lately, when I listen to like music, I listen to it with more than just an ear for lyrics.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd be thinking about like who did they sample?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if you're listening and you catch a sample, like oh I know where this come from, or I know what artist was, you know, music that they sampled.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So preferred genre, rap. We'll stick with that one. But my whole library, like you find shit from Africa, fucking random gospel songs in there.
Like country music?
Sometimes.
I ain't gonna
Sometimes
lie.
I'll find one or twosies that are like actually like fire as hell, you know?
Man, we've been on country heavy for the last year in this joint.
Yeah?
Yeah. Big X the Plug just dropped a whole country album.
So yeah, my rule when it comes to music is if it sounds good, that's me. Alright.
Forgive me.
Sierra.
I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Thank
Sierra,
you.
yeah.
Appreciate you. Help me out. Sierra, what got you into doing hair?
I don't know. I just always done hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like 10, I started braiding.
Okay.
Yeah, and just been doing it ever since, really.
It might have been nice to try some braids out when I actually had hair. I never tried anything crazy in my hair growing up. It was always like a low cut.
When did you go?
On my 21st birthday.
What made you do that?
I was going bald. Like I could see like my hairline receding, and I just don't like that look. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just hold it.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hopefully my kids are luckier.
Oh, honestly, I feel like that could be changed. It could be genetic, but if you don't tackle it and just figure out what causes it, then
Yeah.
it could pass down from generation to generation.
I thought I was safe, honestly. I was looking at my dad like, that will not be me. My uncle's got my uncle and my dad. They both they're just bald, right? And I was like, yeah, it's probably in the future, but I'm good. I'm safe.
Yeah.
And then when I was 17 years old, I remember one day I got back from the barber. I was like,
And you just started seeing it recede?
I see it, not just it like slightly receding, but like you're taking, because I was growing my hair out a little bit longer then, and like you're taking showers and you're just seeing like hair like come off, right? And you're like, what the? Am I in like chemotherapy right now? Like what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So it started receding more and more when I was 18, and I was like, you know what? Like this is making me way too self-conscious.
Yeah. That young.
Yeah. So held it down for like another 3 years basically, because I just kept a low haircut all the time.
Yeah.
But when I was 21, I was like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
And I shaved it all off.
Yeah.
It was scary at first. I didn't want to walk out with a hat or anything like that.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
But then, some way, somehow, you just grow into it. And I think it's like, you just kind of just have to like force yourself to not go out with a hat. You know, like you can't let it be a weakness, right?
Yeah.
And then you start to realize, oh, nobody gives
You embrace
a shit.
it until you just like, no, this is not for me.
Exactly. It's just like nobody cares.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Wow, I can breathe
The
again.
world is filled with so many different people that
Yeah.
no one should care, really. Like, everybody is different.
You know, the weird thing is like we all like subconsciously believe that everybody cares about us the way we care about ourselves.
Yep, that is a fact.
So you've been doing this since you were 10 years old.
Yep.
Was it like you had sisters or a mom and you're like, let me braid your hair, and it sort of started like that?
It was. I started off braiding like the guys, like my dad, my cousins, my boy cousins.
Yeah.
I started off with doing, and then my aunt, she was bedbound like permanently, and she used to always, you know, want me to braid her hair. So I started honestly with that, with my aunt who had a heat stroke and became bedbound.
Gotcha.
So yeah, then I just started with other family members.
So you're more in like the braiding department, or do you also like do haircuts and stuff?
Nope, just the braids.
Just braids?
Yeah.
Dope. It's nice to have a specialty.
Yeah.
When it comes to braids, do you have a favorite type of braid you like to do?
I never thought about that actually.
Like, does somebody just like show you pictures like, I want this, and you're like, you know what, that looks really, really fun. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
for sure. So I do like doing like freestyle braids, things I've never done, like trying it out. It's always a challenge, which is good. You know, feel good about myself when I execute the challenge. So yeah.
When you succeed, it's dope. So where do you see your braiding mastery going? Like, what are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to teach people? Do you just want to continue braiding?
So long that I actually next week is my last week.
What?
Yeah.
What you gonna do afterwards?
I'll probably get back into the healthcare field.
Okay.
I'm take a little break, focus on home life, kids, and eventually jump back into working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's what you want to do forever, or do you
That's the thing. I don't know. I'm just one of those people like I'm just not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're ready, because I feel like, man, if you've been braiding for 10 since you were 10.
Yeah, I'm
like
34
10
next
plus
month.
years.
Yeah.
You've been braiding for 24.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you probably look at yourself and you're like, that's just me. This is
Yep.
what I do.
Yep.
But I bet I've never braided hair before.
Mhm.
Like, there's somebody out there that like wishes they knew like just a little bit of what you know.
Yeah.
You know? So, do you have any kids or anything like that?
Yep, 4.
Do you braid their hairs and stuff?
Yep. Well, I used to braid my boys' hair. Today I cut it off.
Yeah.
My daughter just started her locks not too long ago, so I don't have to braid her hair.
Well, here's the thing. I've been talking to Mariah, Denzel's wife, before I came here, and the whole conversation was like on social media and stuff, and the fact that like we basically live in a economy right now where as long as you know how to do something really good, you can always make a lot of bread.
Oh, for sure.
And you have 24 years of experience.
Yeah.
So,
And I do keep that in the back of my mind. Like if I ever wanted to jump back to what they did, I'll extend the, I can come back whenever I'm ready.
Yeah.
So that's a good feeling as well. Like, and I wouldn't want to go anywhere else, to be honest.
So if I was in your shoes, well, you don't have to put your time in there. Like, I think what I would focus on for the future would just be like, how can I create a program or like a little ebook or like just something digital where people like maybe like what would you call that thing? Like a video course. Like, how can I create something where I make it one time, right? But it's really, really good, and I can just put it here, and like when people watch it, they come out like, whoa, like I grew, you know?
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah. I never thought about that. I will look into that for sure.
Yeah, because you got 24, like, that's like, for you feel like that's nothing special. That's something really, really special. Like, that's a lot of time put in.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah, hopefully in the future, I'm not too, like, I don't like to, I kind of have like a vague idea of what I want to do in the future, but for some things, like not so much. So just hopefully I show up here sometime.
Are you into like the videography?
I am.
What is it called? Photography?
Yeah. So I know what I want to do for myself, but like what I want to do for other people, right? That's like what I don't know yet. But I know that, like I was telling you about the putting like one thing out there for people. I know that like teaching people is fun for me. So I want to get to a point where I have it down so well that I can look at you and be like, I guarantee you that in 6 months you'll be making $5,000 every 2 weeks. You know, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I want to get to.
Yeah.
And first I need to start with myself. And I'm in that place right now where I'm not even focused on creating right now. I'm focused on learning. Like I'm just here right now because I wanted to have fun. And on the weekdays, I'm learning a whole bunch of skills that I never had before. Like I'm learning how to play the guitar, how to play the piano, and how to draw so I can animate stuff, you know? So I'm probably like 6 months to a year before I even can feel like I made some, a step forward.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just learning a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So once I get there, well, hopefully I catch you here again because I definitely want to come and teach people.
Yeah, for sure.
And show you guys all like,
because I wanted to get into photography.
Yeah.
My wife even got me a camera. I don't know who she got it from. One of her clients. I haven't been practicing, so I ain't getting nowhere yet with it.
Yeah.
But I do want to get into it.
Yeah.
And learn about it more.
And I want to do it in a way where like you don't even need to be interested in this, right?
Yeah.
I want to do it in a way where you're like, I can't. I mean, some people are like real like I can't take good pictures, and I want to do it in such a way where you're like, wait, maybe I can do this, you know?
For sure.
So that's my goal. That's what I want to do.
That's dope.
Naya, a quick question. What got you into doing hair?
I don't know, I just started braiding and then I just fell in love with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You started like at a young age? Like Sierra here, she started when she was 10 years old.
Yeah, I started a little like earlier, like later on than her. I want to say probably around like 15.
Okay.
14, 15.
Yeah. Were you doing it for friends and family, or how did you?
Yes, I
how'd
was
you get
starting
your
off with my siblings.
Yeah.
And then I had started doing my sibling friends, and it had went from there.
Yeah. And then how'd you end up here in this barbershop?
I was actually looking, and then I had came across it. I had did an interview with Fat Man and his wife, and everybody was feeling so welcome that I just I had came here.
Gotcha. And then, okay, so you started braiding since you were 15.
Yes.
Did you, after high school, did you do anything? Did you go to like braiding school? Is that even a thing?
I didn't go to braiding school, but I did take a braiding class.
Yeah.
Once I moved to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I had did a braiding class, and then I had got a little certificate, and then that was all. But other than that, I'm self-taught. So.
Yeah. It's dope. Alright, so when people come at you with like little braiding projects and stuff like that, do you have anything you look at where you're like, you just want to hop on and like start doing it? Like, do you have projects that you feel are just more exciting than others?
I do. Like the style I'm doing now, like knowledge braids.
Yeah.
That's the style that I love to do. That's the style that I actually started doing. But I do like to take on new challenges, but I do be a little nervous.
Yeah.
But I still go through with it.
Alright, so say I just started braiding, right? And I'm like, you know something, I'm trying to be really, really good at braiding someday. What do you think is like one piece of advice you give me from your standpoint? Like if you had to teach yourself on day one how to braid, right?
I would say patience and practice. It goes far. The more you practice, the better you get. But it's a lot, so that's why I say patience also.
Yeah.
It takes time.
You said Fat Man earlier, is that Denzel?
Yes.
Gotcha. He so he's on social media. Do you guys use social media too to promote yourselves?
Yes, I do.
And how is that going for you? You enjoying it, or do you feel like you're struggling with some things?
I feel like it's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you consistent, I feel like it gets better.
And I was talking to Denzel earlier. He was like, one of my goals with this is he said he wants to start teaching people because he enjoyed being behind the seat and like barbering for people. But now he wants to be more like a mentor and like teach people how to cut hair and stuff like that. Like in the future, where do you see yourself going with this?
I do want to have my own shop.
Yeah.
Not to teach, but just to be, an owner, have more people coming to work.
Yeah.
Give everybody the experience. I feel like that's all. I do want to host a braiding class.
Okay.
Have them here and there, but
yeah,
that'll come down the line.
When I was talking to Sierra, one thing I brought up, because she said that next week is going to be she's going to have her last day next week. And that she basically wants to go back into like the hospital world, and maybe after that just get another job. But one thing I brought up to her was like teaching people, right? Because she's been doing this for 24 years so far.
Right.
Like that's a lot of experience. And the thing is, like, the more experienced we become at things, like we don't even think we're that special because we know what's out there, right?
Yep.
Like, we know we're good, but we don't think we're like good enough to teach sometimes. And I brought up to her like, yo, like one thing you could do is you can teach people how to do these things, because there's somebody out there that wishes they knew how to braid as you, like even close to how good you are, right?
Yeah.
And they don't even know where to start off, right?
Right.
So if you're able to start pretending like you're guiding yourself through from day one, there's somebody out there that's literally right there. Mm-hmm. And you can take them on that journey and help them see like, oh wow, like it's not as daunting as I thought it was gonna be, you know? Like all I gotta do is take these little steps and I'll get better. So teaching is always a great thing, especially if you're able to like make digital products out of them. Mm-hmm. Like let's say you wanted to create a course or like an ebook or something. That way somebody finds that, they go through it, they use it, right? That's money in your pockets. Right. Now you can like feed your kids, pay gas money, pay the bills, right? So definitely I would suggest too in the future, like when you do start teaching people, think about also, if not just like promoting it online, but like maybe if you can create something digital with it where you post it out there for people.
I actually been working on that. So.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I've been nervous to launch it, but I actually have something. Yeah, I've been working on that. I've been working on an ebook.
Yeah.
For actually beginner braiders.
Yeah.
So.
How come you're nervous about it?
Because I actually been building my clientele. That's one reason I started working here. And I didn't really have a big audience. So I'm like, maybe no one's gonna purchase it. But I said, once I'm finished, I'll just let it out and see how it go from there.
Yeah.
Cause I know I be seeing like on social media, a lot of people want to learn how to start braid. Everybody want to start doing their own, becoming their own entrepreneur. So it's like, maybe somebody will like it.
So using my experience, here's what I can tell you. This is what I know, all right? About 3 years ago, I wrote like this little ebook and I put it out, but I had no following, right? I just put it out. I put it out on Amazon. I didn't tell anybody other than my friends and family, because I was giving them free copies of it anyway. You know, that's the only reason why they knew about it.
Yeah.
What I know is, if you just put something out like an ebook and you don't have a way to tell people that it exists, it's never gonna see the light of day.
Yeah.
So right now you already have like social media, you're already posting stuff out there, right? Maybe someday like you and one of the girls you work together, or like you find yourself like a little tripod or something, right? And like a sweet little client comes through, like ask them like, hey, is it cool to record you? If they say yeah, then maybe you can like teach how to do one of those things in your ebook, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is how we do this. Sorry, I'm not into braiding, so I don't know like braiding terms. Hey, this is how we do this, right? Or like, for example, like how to apply the oil to her hair, right? Like this is how you do it properly, you know? Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're doing it masterfully, you know? Like, I know you're really good at what you're doing. So this is how you do this, and this is why I do it like this, right? And you just make a video like that. And then while you're making the video, like, I got more and more tips like this in my ebook, right? In your Instagram links and stuff, have your ebook there for people to go get, right? Make it something they can just easily find. And as long as you keep making more and more videos like you're already making, but like finding little ways to like shout out your ebook here and there, it's just gonna, people are gonna be like, oh, she talks about this ebook a lot. Wow, like this I might learn something if I get this. Yeah, let me check it out. And then like somebody reads it and they might actually try it because they were so excited. Because think about it, if you're gonna buy an ebook, you probably really want to try it out, right?
Yeah.
Now they get it, they're testing it out. Oh wow, like these are the braids I get. And then you start like talking to them. You start like asking like, hey, I like that screenshot you took of the hair you made after you got my ebook. Is it alright if I use this as a testimonial? And then you can start having like testimonials on your page, right? These are what people who have tried my ebook are saying. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the ideas will come to you just as you keep thinking about it. But don't be shy about posting it. I think the reason why you're shy is because you know you put so much of yourself into it that a part of you knows that if it doesn't get the validation it needs, it might be hurt a little bit. So it's cool, but I'll just say not a lot of people will take the time to even make that in the first place. So be proud of yourself.
Because it does take a lot of time.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely just put that out there and start talking about it. And I guarantee you it's going to work out.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Your name has been the hardest one today.
Days.
Days?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Do you mainly braid or do you also cut hair?
Nope, just locks.
Just locks? So you're a loctician then?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we got braids. Janaya, do you also do locks or are you mainly braids?
I do a combination of both.
You do both?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You do locks as well? You do locks as well?
Yeah.
You guys are so talented. How long have you been doing locks?
Locks, I've been doing maybe about 6 years, I want to say.
6 years? What got you into locks?
I started mine about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I was going to somebody that did my hair, but she disappointed me. So I started doing my own hair.
Okay.
I'm like, and I already knew how to twist locks. I was just being lazy. I just preferred to go get my hair done.
It'd be more relaxing too, right?
Yeah, definitely. I need to put your head up straight.
You've been doing locks for 6 years, mainly because out of necessity, I guess. Your ass was like, I'll do it myself. And then how'd you end up here after starting off?
I came here last year. I was just doing hair as a side hustle. I wasn't really taking it serious, and I was working an overnight job.
Yeah.
I ended up quitting that overnight job and coming here.
Gotcha.
Kind of just bet on myself. And boosted my clientele as well when I came here. Actually, it was a great move for me. Bend your hair down a little bit. It was a great move for me after all because my clientele did go up tremendously. Like the barbers send me clients, I send them clients.
Yeah.
It was a real good experience coming in. I didn't feel like I was by myself or I was struggling to gain clientele. So
do you feel yourself as simply going to be a loctician, or do you plan on being like a barber too, or somebody that braids?
Eventually, I do want to learn how to cut hair.
Yeah.
For sure, because a lot of my clients always ask, do I know how to? And I'm like, no, they want to come in, get their hair done, and get a line. And I usually just send them to the barber if they want a line. Braiding.
At the barbers are just real close by.
Yeah. As far as braiding, I wouldn't be braiding, just locks.
Okay.
I feel like locks are easier to do. I don't really have the patience for braiding.
How do you see like your future? Like, what plan do you have for yourself? Because I was talking to a bunch of people here. Everybody here has a different goal for what they want to be doing in the future. How do you see your path going?
I currently have 1 year left to get my bachelor's degree in accounting. And if I find a job suitable for me, I'm going to head in that direction. But if I don't find a job that I'm comfortable with, or like, I'll probably stay in the shop. I really love doing hair. It brings me peace. Most of my clients are kids, and I love that too. I love kids. So it's really nice for me to grow them connections with the children and their parents as well. Learn new things. It's always nice to see things in a different perspective from other parents and other children as well. Because it's just me and my son at home, and we don't ever go nowhere. So the most interaction we get is when we leave, when I'm at work, when he's at school.
So you're about to be a bachelor in accounting degree.
Yes.
What type of job do you think you're going to be getting for?
Maybe taxes. I'm really leaning towards taxes.
You enjoy doing taxes?
Yeah.
Really? You enjoy that?
I like numbers.
Okay.
I feel like the best I can help somebody out, and I feel like I'm very convincing too.
I can appreciate something like that. I cannot like just sit down and just look.
You don't have the patience for it.
I don't, man. Like my ADD just starts kicking in. I'm like, bro, let's go do something fun.
That's understandable though.
So, massive respect because I can't do that. Yeah. How'd you figure out that you wanted to become an accounting major?
I want to say I was in 7th grade, and I was taking algebra 2. We had a very mean algebra teacher, but I got along with him.
Yeah.
So I got a kind of mean side too. And we were talking. He kind of convinced me to it, but I love algebra. Like, he always asks me, he's like, why do you enjoy this? All the other kids don't enjoy this. I've always loved numbers since I was a kid. I don't know why. Like, even in my daily life, I have to count everything.
You feel like your love for numbers helps you with this job or no? How so?
Of course. You said how?
Yeah.
I would say within doing hair, I have clients that come to me and ask for a certain amount of locks.
Yeah.
That, just with pricing as well, I like that I can do things off the top of my head. I don't always have to pull out a calculator.
Okay. Yeah, I always need mine. Gotta multiply on the calculator, divide on it. One time I forgot how to divide, right? So I was
yeah, let me hear this.
I'm in the army, right? But before I joined the army, you have to take this test called the ASVAB. It's like an IQ test, basically. You're just trying to figure out if you're smart or dumb. I forgot how to divide, right? So I was like, okay, well, if 2 times 3 is 6, it's 2, 2, and 2, right? So I was like, okay. So then, if I can just do that from 1 to 10, then I should be able to do it individually. And it was just like, I was doing like a whole bunch of mental just this in my head just to get to my answer because I couldn't divide. I completely forgot. I had to like backwards learn how to divide, and that was a cool memory for sure.
I have a timer. Wait, no, that's
It's on the side. I kind of wonder what jobs are going to be out here in the future, since it's just such a different time for kids now, you know?
It is really different.
You have to be drone pilots or something.
Yeah, literally. There's going to be robots. I was just talking about it. Like, we're going to have robots.
At a construction site, yep, he's a drone pilot, you know, grab the drone, just moving objects with drones and stuff.
Yeah.
It might be fun. Okay, so say you start accounting for people, and you're like, you know what, I kind of miss the barbering, and you decided to go all in with doing dreads for people. What do you think you'd do with that? Like, where do you think you would take that?
I don't know, honestly. That I haven't thought about.
That was like
people do ask me to teach.
To teach?
Make give tutorials on doing different styles and twisting, and I try to, but with everything in my personal life, like that's a lot. Cause I do content as well. Like I upload my content to keep my clients. Yeah.
So you do like braiding content? I mean, not braiding.
Locks, yeah.
Locks.
These are.
You feel like content helps a lot with getting new clients?
Yes.
Yeah.
I recently noticed like sometimes when I post videos, I get bookings. Like it depends on what time too that you're posting.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody here. The dope thing is like you already do your craft. Well, you already get paid for your craft. You know? So it already gives you authority because why would people pay you money if you're not good at what you do? You know, obviously they like the product. So you're already really good. You're already good enough in order to start teaching other people. And if you don't want to teach, then just share knowledge, right? Like share what you know.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure there's essential oils and stuff that you use for hair that are healthier, treat people's scalps better, right? That a normal person just getting into dreads today isn't gonna know, you know? And just you being able to do that for people, you can take that so many places, right? You're posting this, everybody knows you for being a loctician, they all know you for making great hairstyles for people, and you're also like giving them great advice on what to put in their head. I'm telling you, like, you can take that so many places. And it's one thing I always tell everybody, because I'm not in a space right now where I can tell you, oh, if you do this, this is what you're going to see in 6 months. I'm in a space right now where I know that that's what I need to do too, in order to get where I want to be. So I'm preaching it to other people because it's the only path forward. You know, you gotta share what you know. Because I know for a fact I'm not trying to be in some office doing something I don't enjoy doing. Working, yeah, exactly. Getting somebody else a bag instead of myself.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I enjoy about working here.
Yeah.
I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. I can make my own hours.
And that's fire. That's how life should be for everybody. It takes time. You gotta learn a skill, right?
Yeah.
But you already have the skill, so moon with that thing, you know? So you're the owner of the shop, right?
Yep.
As an owner, what do you feel is the hardest thing about running a business like this?
Balancing being a barber and being an owner.
Okay.
A lot of times, I mean, even little minimal stuff like this will take me away from actually working.
Yeah.
So I try to do my best to, find ways to make sure I don't have to do much other than cut hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, just finding the balance and then making sure, that you're more than just responsible for yourself and your own business. Everybody in here is technically their own business. So, our relationship business-wise is that they rent a space for me. If I want them to continue to rent space for me, I have to make sure not only they have what they need to be able to do their job successfully, but also some of the stuff that they want. A bunch of different stuff makes a difference in the setting, I would say, from the tools, the shop itself, environment. So just trying to make sure that, I'm focusing on things outside of just who's in my chair.
So do you provide all the tools, or do they bring some themselves too?
So for here we kind of just provide what they call things to make their job ergonomically sound. So everything in the building itself, we provide towels, shampoo, conditioner. Everybody's responsible for their own tools, but anything outside of what they're buying for personal use, we provide.
Gotcha.
Trying to make sure that everybody has quality products to use, from the shampoos and conditioners, even little stuff. Like I find myself going back there and we've been out of paper towels for 2-3 days. So just little things like that, like making sure that the shop itself is fully stocked, making sure everybody's got what they need, subscriptions and all of that jazz, just making sure that things go smoothly. Did you have any interest in filming photography before taking that class?
Yeah. I used to play a video game. It's called S4 League.
Okay.
And I got into editing videos because of that game.
Like doing like your social media and streaming and stuff?
Yeah, like not streaming, but just like montages and like tutorials.
Okay.
I got into that growing up. And it just made me want to edit more and more videos, but I never really enjoyed taking up a camera and shooting it. And I don't know what it was, but when I was in that class, like, because you don't really know, you'd be surprised, but like everybody can take real cool pictures. After I took that class and I learned the basics of photography, and and I started to go out and like I take pictures and like those pictures would come out looking dope, you know. I was like, what? Like,
Kind of made you a believer.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought I needed like some hella expensive camera or something to start taking dope pictures, but it
a lot of technique that goes into
it. Was just knowing what you're doing, you know. And that's what made me fall in love with it because I could literally go anywhere and just take pictures.
Create some art.
Yeah.